Imagine sitting in a room. The tension is suddenly rising. Someone says something sharp. The air goes instantly cold. Most people brace themselves. They prepare a defense or mirror the aggression. But you do not. You feel the sting. Yet instead of snapping back, you feel a strange, quiet space open up inside your mind. It is a fraction of a second. In that pause, you watch the emotion arrive before deciding what to do with it. We often think of emotional intelligence as just being charming. We mistake it for being universally liked. But extreme emotional intelligence usually does not look like performing for a crowd. It is not what it looks like from the outside. Rather, it is a private, almost invisible architecture of the mind. It is a protective and deeply complex way of processing the world. One of the clearest signs is what psychologists call emotional granularity. When you feel off, you do not just say you are stressed. You know the exact difference between feeling overwhelmed, disappointed, and untethered. Emotional intelligence begins with this kind of self-awareness. This involves monitoring your own and others' emotions. You then use this information to guide your thoughts and actions. It is the true cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It allows you to accurately identify and understand your feelings and their impact on those around you. By recognizing and labeling emotions with precision, you avoid being swept away by them. 2. Because you can name the feeling, you do not act on it immediately. In tense situations, you simply pause, you take a breath, you manage disruptive impulses rather than letting them run the show. While others react instinctively, you respond to situations calmly. You understand your feelings and those of others well enough to cut through the drama. You gracefully guide tough conversations. 3. Your drive does not come from a desperate need for external applause. You tend to do things simply for their own sake. This trait is deeply associated with higher emotional intelligence. This makes sense when we look at self-determination theory. This theory explains that satisfying our innate psychological needs enhances intrinsic motivation and our overall well-being. Those needs include competence, autonomy, and relatedness. You are not performing for a gold star. You are fulfilling an internal value. 4. You have a complicated relationship with empathy. Social awareness involves deeply understanding what others are feeling. You can identify what someone else is experiencing. You share that feeling. You also genuinely wish to improve their experience. But, and this is 5, you also know how to hold a boundary. High emotional intelligence includes the ability to feel deep empathy without completely losing yourself. You maintain boundaries. You actively avoid the absorption of other people's negativity. You remain compassionate. Still, you know where they end and you begin. 6. Your empathy naturally transforms into action. Studies show that adolescents who intervene to help bullied classmates demonstrate higher empathy. They show a stronger pro-social orientation. Acting to help others is a direct reflection of this deep empathy. 7. This translates into how you navigate the messy reality of relationships. Social skills set you apart. Conflict management and teamwork enable you to inspire others. They help you maintain genuinely healthy relationships. You do not avoid conflict. You metabolize it. 8. You are willing to look at your own shadows. Most people genuinely believe they are self-aware. However, research suggests that only 10 to 15% truly are. You understand that blind spots limit growth. Because of this, you actively seek out honest feedback. You know the ego is fragile, but the self is resilient. 9. You have an unusual relationship with stress. Emotional intelligence and resilience are positively correlated. During highly stressful moments, you remain keenly aware of your emotions. You use helpful coping skills. You also adapt your behavior in a pro-social way. You still feel the pain of adversity. However, you do not let it break your connection to the world. And 10. You protect your peace through altruism. Emotionally intelligent people actually enhance their own positive emotions through altruism and optimism. This in turn strengthens their social support and resilience. You know your limitations and your strengths. You recover quickly after setbacks. Now, this does not mean you never lose your temper. It does not mean this awareness is never exhausting. Insight alone does not solve every problem, but it is a form of courage. If you carry these traits, your sensitivity is not a liability. It is the very architecture that allows you to walk through a difficult world. It allows you to still choose to remain deeply, quietly human.